We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, and today we've got a very special episode. It's a recipe with secrets that have never been seen before in the raw food world realm. Well, maybe it's been seen before, but it's never been brought to the raw food world realm. And this was inspired by Chef Ito from Monarch with his De La Mama dish. Whenever I would eat his dish, this broccoli was soft, the zucchini was soft, and I asked him how he did it. It was almost like steamed vegetables, but it wasn't steamed vegetables. And he showed me he would take it, put it in warm water, and kind of just like squeeze it like this. And I did that, and it didn't really do much for me, so I was wondering what was going on. So I'm sitting here at this raw food retreat, and Antonio, the Raw Food World chef here at the retreats, made these samosas, and there were peas inside the samosa, and the peas were soft, and it was incredible. And I was like, how the heck does he do this? And he told me the same thing. You gotta put it in not hot water, but really, really warm, almost hot water for 20 minutes. And then he threw it in the dehydrator with the samosas, and it soaked in the pate. But it wasn't working. I wanted to know what was going on. I was trying to figure it out. Antonio was like, I don't know, man. He's like, oh, maybe it's because I froze them. So, what I did, this is like making steamed vegetables that are not steamed. Not quite, but what I do is I put them in really warm water, almost hot. It's not beyond the 118 degrees, of course. Let it soak for 20 minutes. I even did it with zucchini, and I've even done it with peas. And then you drain it, and you throw it in the freezer for a few days. And then you take it out of the freezer, and you put it in the hot, lukewarm water again, which is the method we're on right now. This is literally like steamed broccoli. It's not hard anymore. And then you freeze it again, and now you're ready for the dish. You put it in the warm hot water again, not past 118 degrees, and then you put it in the dehydrator again, and you put your sauce on it, whatever you want to put on, and then you put all of that in the dehydrator, and boom! You've got the De La Mama from Monarch. This is my first time actually doing it, so I don't really know if that's what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure about it, and I'm excited. And the De La Mama from Monarch, Angela makes this sauce in the salad that my friend taught us, and we were like, wow, it almost tastes like the De La Mama. And so we're going to put that on top of this, and we're going to see what happens. It's going to be like a Chinese broccoli dish. It's going to be awesome. And I've got already more of this that has been processed through this method in the freezer already. So this is the recipe we're doing for tomorrow, and I'm just getting it ready for tonight. And some of you are thinking, why would you want to freeze this? It could probably affect the nutrient quality. Well, firstly, it's about taste here. And secondly, there are studies showing that if you were to take a carrot that's raw and eat it, and take a steamed carrot and eat it, you're going to get more nutrients from the steamed carrot. Why is this? Because the nutrition isn't unlocked with the raw carrot, because we don't chew our food the way it's supposed to be chewed, or you'll be sitting there like a cow for hours trying to chew it nonstop until it's just a, what do you call that? Chime in the mouth, and then process through the body. That's why vegetable juicing, I feel, is so critical in a raw food diet. We don't chew our food. So this, I think, is even better. Maybe we're breaking something down by freezing it to where the nutrients are more accessible. I don't know. So what I'm going to now do is put it in the dehydrator for like 15 minutes on like 115, get it all dry, throw it in the freezer, and then tomorrow we're going to soak it and play this game and see if it actually works. But it does! This is steamed vegetables that are not steamed, and I am the one who's bringing it to the raw food world. It is the secret I am divulging. Just like the liquid smoke. And what else did I bring? The stone grinder machine that we don't even carry because they break too easy. And another recipe coming. That is going to be crazy. I haven't even done the video yet, but I've discovered something that is so good. It's like an enchilada, but not an enchilada. And it's like greasy, and it's like healthy, and it's like, whoa. It's coming. It's coming! The Raw Food World TV show is back. You probably have noticed this. Non-stop videos. I'm going non-stop. I don't care. Nothing's stopping me. If I have a bad hair day, guess what? I'm doing the video. If I have to shave and I don't shave, guess what? I'm doing the video. This is non-stop. The Raw Food World Circus is back, baby. And we are bringing the unsteamed, steamed, not steamed vegetables. All right. Let's hope this works. And we'll see you in a bit. Okay, and we're back, and it's the next day. And there was something else that I brought to this raw food recipe realm. And I just can't think about what it was. What was it? I don't know. Regardless, maybe I've done nothing. Here is the frozen broccoli and the frozen zucchini. Look at this. We'll probably put this one in here, actually. Frozen. And what we're gonna do is put it in warm water. You gotta do it 2 times because you gotta get all the ice off and get it to a normal temperature, and then you put the warm water in again. And then here's the zucchini. It's like an ice. Chim chom. Get out of the camera. So what we're gonna do is simply get the warm water going. And then I'm going to let it soak for 20 minutes. And then I'm going to dehydrate it for not that long. Actually, I'm probably not going to let it soak that much because we're hungry. And then we're going to put the sauce on it. We're going to make the sauce in a second, which is incredible. And then we're going to put it all in the dehydrator and then have this de la mama, is what Ito calls it, dish. So here we go. This is probably hot now. See, it's hand temperature, it doesn't hurt. Ah! Just kidding. Okay, so. So we just gotta get it going. We're gonna first put water in, get the ice off, get it to a normal temperature, and then put warm to hot water under 118 degrees again, and let it sit for a little bit, then in the dehydrator. See you in a minute. And we're back, and we're making an incredible sauce that we have made in the past on other recipes. It was called, what was the name of that salad video?
So to do with the food train, meal train.
It had to do with the food train, meal train, where we were helping pregnant or newly born children with their moms and giving them food. That's Angela's charity. It's called a food train. Regardless, that recipe is the same recipe here, but we're altering it because it tasted like the De La Mama, like at Ito, we thought. Okay, so what you do is you take 2 medium-sized large tomatoes, cut them up, and put them in. This dressing is awesome. But we changed it. I'll tell you the change in a second. 2 cut-up cloves of garlic. 2 teaspoons of salt. That's a lot of salt. Maybe that's why it's so good. We could do a little bit less. And then lime juice. Angela says a dash or 1 second. I don't know how she does her measurements. What we're gonna do is like a 3/4 of a tablespoon. All right. And then what we do, so then the difference in this recipe is you're supposed to use almonds, but I think the Ito one uses macadamia nuts, and we have so many pine nuts that are expired or expiring in October. They were in the freezer. We could use them forever from my point of view, but I brought too many out at one point, so I'm trying to use them as much as possible. So this is all mac nuts with a little bit of pine nuts. I think it'll be good anyways. But the rule is I have to blend this first, and I asked why before I start adding hemp oil and these nuts in, because these things will oxidize more. I'm putting it all in. No, I'm not. Okay. Let's blend this, and we'll we'll be right back to blend. Then you blend this, and then you blend this, so this doesn't oxidize also. And this is 2 cups of mac nuts or 2 cups of almonds to put on a salad is what we would normally do. And then 4 tablespoons of hemp oil. And you just mix that in so it's all good still. So I'm gonna go blend. Okay, so I blended this, and then Angela says you knock it all down. UK terminology. Then you take your 2 cups of almonds or mac nuts, throw it in there, and then you blend that. And then when this is blended, you do 4 tablespoons of that and just mix it in with a small little light blending. So we'll see in a bit. It made no sense to me. Why do I not put the nuts in first and grind them down like I would normally do and then put it in here? I did an entire full cycle and there were still full mac nuts in there. Full! So I had to blend it again and now it's hot. Hot! See, sometimes in life, you guys, when you feel it in the heart, when you know that you are supposed to put the mac nuts in first, in life, all these types of things, you gotta go against the norm. That's how we go ahead. You know, that's how we do that. That's what we do. Anyways, I think now, there's still hard pieces in here. Still. Alright, I'm done. I'm done complaining. And my finger's hot. Okay, regardless, now you take 4 tablespoons of hemp oil, like this. 1, 2, wow, that's a lot. 3, 4, and then we gently blend it in there, and then we've got our sauce. And then we put it on the fun yumma numma steam, not steam vegetables, and then make it pretty, and we'll be back. Okay guys, so here we are. We've got broccoli that is soft. It's impossible. Until now. Because I discovered it. Brought it to the raw food. See, this is another life lesson. You persist and you never stop until you get what you need. For years I've been trying to get this soft. I would mush it with my hands in warm water like people told me. It didn't do it. But now, because I persisted, we've got success. Hope this is good. Alright, so what we do now, we dehydrate it just for a small amount of time. That smells good. We got, probably would have done more zucchini if I could have. And we're just going to throw some in each right now. Oops, that might have been. I'm probably going to get my hands really. Yeah. Let's just do it. We got to mush it like this. So now we've got steamed broccoli. That was Screaming Araya saying, "Duh, duh, there's an advertisement on the YouTube video. Stop it!" Alright, so we're going to keep going like this. Look at that. We're coming, Rye. Mama's coming. It probably would have been good. Oh, that's what I'll do. If I dehydrated them for a little bit longer and got more prepared, because you can kind of feel the moisture here. But I think we're good. But I'm also going to put this in the dehydrator again, inside the bowl. Oh yeah, we're good. We got all the sauce. Oh yeah. You don't mess with me. A while ago, I did bring another recipe to the world, even though people said they did it already, is I made zucchini pasta with a dressing and then I put it in the dehydrator to let it warm up. So it was like real pasta. We're gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna put this in the dehydrator a little bit, maybe get rid of some of the moisture. We're actually starving, so I don't know how long we're gonna keep it in there, probably like 3 seconds. And I gotta get other things ready for this anyways. So, because there's other parts of the dish, so I'll put it in the dehydrator until then, and we'll be back in a second. Okay everybody, that literally lasted in the dehydrator for 3 minutes. And what you do for this de la mama that Chef Ito does at Olac, I recommend trying his dish, is probably way better than this, is all the, ooh, it actually did something. All the broccoli pieces, he makes it like a pyramid kind of. They all kind of like go like this, like that, all the way around. I don't really have patience for that, but I must do it. And it's like a beautiful pyramid. Well, it's actually working, it's pretty quick. Like that. You see how we're going here? Presentation is key. And I'm going to do it twice for both dishes, me and Angela. And then what he would do is, in the middle, which we don't have, is like a, what do you call it? Like, it's like a raisin, nutty type thing that he like pours like a little crumble with raisins. It's sweet, it's really good. And then he takes a bunch of zucchini and puts it on top of that, which is like really good, like that. We'll put half in here and then half in Angela's. And then you finish the pyramid off. Oh! And then there's a whole avocado, one slice here, one slice here, one slice here, one slice here. And then there's this onion, dehydrated onion thing that is like almost like a tower, and you just like stick it in there, it sticks up, it looks like a flag, but there's no flag. He has a piece of basil sticking out of it, and then he has pieces of dulse all over it, and then you're supposed to mix it up and put it all together. But I'm not going that extravagant. I'm going to put some dulse around, even though I don't think it's needed. But this is the concept, and then it turned into a pyramid. Probably more, I would have had more zucchini, it would have came up. Wow, this is pretty close to the Ito creation. And then there was avocados like that, slices, a fourth of each. So I'm going to continue to play with this, make Angela's, and we'll be back in a second. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay guys, so it goes something like this. It's not as fat, and it's more like pyramid. We could probably actually do, I don't want to get my hands dirty again, but it's more of like a pyramid. The dulse is sticking out, and the onion and things in the middle. Anyway, let's see if this experimentation, I haven't even tested it before, this is the first time I've ever done it on camera. Let's just see if it is good. Because maybe I'm totally off here, and this is... Steamed vegetables. I think it needs to be dehydrated a little bit more. There is a soggy aspect to it, but it's not like hard raw broccoli, even though this is raw, it's just been frozen. And maybe I shouldn't have done it back and forth so many times, frozen water, frozen water. But you play with this, and there you have it. Bringing you the raw food world. Steamed, but not steamed vegetables, never been seen before. This is Matt Monarch. You guys, you know I'm just playing. I don't really have that big of an ego. I mean, just because I brought this to the raw food world and this brought, I'm just kidding. Next time at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us.
Another failure. Firstly, if I were to do it again, you don't want to do it with the zucchini. You just use regular zucchini because it's soft enough. The broccoli was softer than regular raw broccoli, so there was something good there, but there was still liquid in there. Maybe I had to dehydrate it more. I ate a lot because I have no other food, but it was good. And it can be improved upon. Here's another life lesson, everybody. Each failure is not really a failure, it's a success. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he did the light bulb. And I'm so close. The next time, also Angela said that the broccoli heads were too big and she gave me a lesson on how making them smaller. But the sauce is good, the one thing I had nothing to do with. But regardless, if I dehydrate it long enough and maybe don't put it in the freezer and soak it back and forth like 3 times before I do this process, but it's like there's liquid inside it and I didn't dehydrate it long enough and the sauce could be on there and I could dehydrate it. We're so close. So close. But I've come up with the discovery and concept. I tell ya. Alright. This is Matt Monarch, rocking the Raw Food World TV show, and we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show!
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.